Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby, and I'm about to get robbed by Wargaming, and that is because und Panzer is back, yeah, and of course I have to purchase these two new vehicles to be able to let you know just how good they are, or how much my ears must suffer, at least for the next few years, with more 16-year-old girls than I think one middle-aged man should ever have inside their garage in World of Tanks. So 53 and 90 pounds later, I hereby agree to get milked by Wargaming as a gigantic whale. So when I log in, I noticed that I actually got some gold as well, even though that wasn't mentioned in the bundle. That must be compensation for the Panzer IV Anku. So if you already have this vehicle from when Girls and Panzer was last in the game, then if you whale up and purchase the big bundle, you're going to get 1,750 gold, although for 50 pounds, it's not really a lot. But you are met with a huge list of about a million different decals that I'm really not going to make much use of. Yeah. On second thoughts, you know what I said about the decals? What? So let's talk about the two new vehicles that are available. Firstly, there is the BT-42 Jatko Sota. So this is actually based on a real Finnish vehicle from World War II, where they took captured BT tanks and put this horrendous turret on it. And I think that they used like World War I British howitzers, which they'd borrowed, but the vehicles had horrendous penetration. I think there's a story of one hitting a T-34 over 10 times and failing to even immobilize the vehicle. And so I'm glad to see that Wargaming and Girls and Panzer have also given it 2 sets of heat rounds here and some rather mediocre HE rounds as well. Okay, so the crew that you're going to be getting are Mika, Miko, and Aki. Now this tank is a little controversial, firstly because this tank has 3 unique voice actors if you play with them together. However, bizarrely enough, this crew doesn't match a Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. So unless you just want to have the commander, where the commander's actually the loader, so you're going to be missing intuition and the loader skill because the BT-42 has a dedicated loader, aka Aki. So that's just a huge oversight by Wargaming that you're not even going to be able to put this Girls and Panzer crew into the top tier German light tank. I guess your next best option is to put them into the RU-251, and then they should work in vehicles like the Panzer II-J or the Black Dog or the HWK-30. But I'm just so disappointed that I can't improve my Onslaught experience of playing the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen by having voice lines like this. You know what? It's actually not as bad as the previous set of Girls and Panzer. She's a lot more normal. A lot more chilled out. It doesn't sound that bad. Maybe this is promising. However, before we get too excited, let's take a look to see how good the BT-42 is compared to the Tier 5 German light tank, the Leopard. So the damage per minute is horrendous. The penetration is definitely not very good. The premium rounds are not excellent at all. What am I going to do against Tier 7 tanks, let alone against Tier 5 tanks in that scenario? The alpha damage, however, is really good. 370 is going to be a whopping amount of alpha, and if you manage to hit these HE shells, it's 440, so it's definitely going to hit really hard. The aim time could be worse for such a large caliber gun, but the accuracy is horrible, the gun handling is horrible, and the gun depression is horrible. The top speed is also horrible, but it does have a really good power to weight ratio. It doesn't have armor, it's got mediocre hit points, and it doesn't really have enough view range or camo to be considered a light tank. Interestingly, this vehicle could actually use vertical stabilizers as a Tier 5, so I'm definitely going to be making use of that. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at what this cheapy version of the BT light tank is all about. Oh man, looking at the statistics of this vehicle, I am not looking forward to this. Also, one thing I just realized before we get stuck into the game is that we have to make the Girls and Panzer louder than everything else. So let's put everything else to about 50, and then we'll double my master volume, and we'll leave the voice notifications at 100. Oh yeah! Also, just to highlight, Wargaming have actually done something pretty cool, and they have a custom mod that provides you with subtitles inside the battle. So what you're going to see today, I haven't tested it, hopefully it works. It's not available by default, but you can go to the World of Tanks mod, which is wgmods.net, and you can find the Girls und Panzer subtitle mod, which will be pretty funky. So totally recommend this using the Wargaming mods website. So here we go. This is exciting, isn't it? Oh my lord. Brand new tank, very first battle, and there's another weeb on the enemy team. Look, there's a BT-42 on the enemy team as well. Okay. Bro, I'm like as tall as a Panzer IV Anku, and I'm a light tank. No wonder this thing's got such horrible camo. What am I going to do? I'm not going to scout, because I'm going to go and try and... I have to admit, that's pretty cool. Did you see the subtitles along the bottom of the screen? That's definitely one of the coolest mods I've ever seen in World of Tanks. So now we're going to know that Mika says, everybody move. Great, great. We can learn Japanese while funding anime. I have to admit, my wife Tanya funds a lot of anime companies. And now I guess I am too, inadvertently. I've never actually watched... I watched about one episode of Girls and Panzer when the last event came out to try and get into the spirit of it. I can see why people like it. I just didn't quite understand, I don't think. So I didn't really continue. Maybe I'll have to give it another go. So for all of my Girls and Panzer friends and fans out there, does it get good, or is it meant to be good right from the get-go? Oh, a Panzer IV Anku. Come on, we can get them. We can get them. We can land the first shell of our finished tank. Doesn't look like anybody wants to fight. All right, well, good thing I don't have any camo. Good thing I don't have any armor or any hit points or, in fact, any support behind me. Yeah, good thing I'm just basically by myself here, but don't worry, the girls have got this. I'm actually going to go for an HE shell on this Chinu. I think I can get him in the side here. Let's hope, just wait till he turns his turret a little bit. And... done! Better than Yuku. Okay. Okay, that was a pretty good start. Unfortunately, I paid for it significantly, but that is a dirty dirt round. 440 with 57 pen. I mean, it worked. It worked. Let's see if we can go finish off this Chinu in another shot. It's just a shame that we lost so many hit points there. There's the Chinu. Is he going to shoot the P-43? I don't think this P-43 really needs help. Oh. Enemy vehicle silence. That's pretty cool how they do have interactions between each other. Now, you won't have those interactions if you just take the commander and put them in the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, which is pretty sad for this vehicle, because I think this will definitely be one of the more exciting ones, as it's the only of the new vehicles that has, should we say, that unique crew with the multi-crew interactions. Oh no, I've been spotted again. Gonna lose some hit points, but not as many as he's gonna lose. Oh god, I can't believe this is actually working. I can't believe it's actually working. This is just not right. It shouldn't actually be working right now, boys and girls. Am I going to get spotted when I do that? Oh, I do. Is he going to shoot someone else? Or is he going to go after me? He's going to shoot someone else. Okay. Then you shouldn't turn away from the 16-year-old girls. Yatta, yes. We got him, yeehaw. Indeed. Whoa! Artillery shells from above. Okay, here's the next one. Oh my god, I can't believe I've got 3 kills in this vehicle. Make that 4. Oh no! I have to admit, usually all the community contributors get things for free on their main accounts, right? No, I didn't this time. Apparently Girls and Panzer have strict... They're very strict. They can't... Wargaming can't afford to give anything away to their community contributors. They need us to pony up £50 and then advertise this content. They need us to pony up £50 and then advertise the content for sure. That's what it's all about, boys and girls. Alrighty then. Well, so far this game has actually gone pretty well. Oh my lord, it's a Leffe. I would love to kill a Leffe with the new Girls and Panzer. Yes. Come here, little Leff. No, is he just going to hide behind the building? You got to run, Leff. Should I go and assassinate him? This vehicle's power to 8 is actually pretty good. Oh no, a Panther M10 spotted me probably. Oh, he hasn't actually. If I fire, I'll definitely be spotted. Is it worth the risk right now? Well, it's kind of like a Top Gun. Feels like such a risk to just drive at a Panther M10. Maybe I can use these bushes towards the side. Come on, we got to get a Top Gun with these girls. Okay, there's actually a griller at the back. Switch for an HE shell. Dang, that was stupid. Probably shouldn't have done that. Uh-oh, I've been spotted. The bushes, they do nothing for this gigantic fat German pseudo-Finnish tank. The best Finnish tank ever. What a turret, right? It's like they basically made a light tank KV2 within that regard. Got to watch out for this little Leffe. This gun handling is horrible, even with oh my gosh. Oh, the gun handling is horrible. The shell trajectory is horrible. Everything is pretty horrible right now. I'm going to miss that kill on the Leffe, but should we go after the Panther? Sorry, the M10 RBFM. I need to call it a Panther. Oh, here we go. Catch this. Uh-oh. No, girls! We got it still. Yes! Yes! We did it! We did it! Oh, wonderful. 1,500 damage and a good amount of assistance as well. I could have probably played a little bit better, but I was really worried that the Panther, the M10 RBFM was going to be able to bag me there. Wow, that's a pretty good start. First class medal for our Girls and Panzer adventures. Got an epic reward, as if like all of these girls inside the garage are not the epic reward, right? Yeah, for sure. Brilliant. Well, there we go. BT-42. I have to admit, I just got pretty lucky that people just sat in front of me and let me shoot them. I could have probably played a little bit more aggressively towards the latter part. Okay, so that's one of the 2 new vehicles that are available. The other new vehicle that's available is a German Tier 7 Premium Tiger. It's called the, oh gosh, how am I meant to pronounce this? Koromori, something like that. And yeah, it's very stylized, as you can see, with them having the edging on the corners. So it makes it look like it's from an anime, or cel shaded, I guess. It comes with a unique crew. However, interestingly, this crew, it's only Erika Itsumi who has voice acting. So what that means is that unlike the first crew, or the crew that we just played with, this crew you could put into any German heavy tank and it's only Erika that has the voice acting. It doesn't have the back and forth between the 3 crew members like in the BT. Which is kind of frustrating because this crew is just perfect from a German perspective, and you could whack them in your mouse or your E100 and they would work fine and have all of the unique voice acting. Okay, so interestingly, this Tiger 2, and it is a Tiger 2 down at Tier 7, is actually in the game files, and it has been for a long time, and it's been super tested as the Tiger 2T. And it's identical to the King Tiger, the Captured Edition, which is inside the American tech tree, apart from it has worse damage per minute, horrible damage per minute, 1,500, but better aim time and better accuracy than the Captured King Tiger. And so effectively, what this vehicle is it's kind of a lot like the T832 compared to the regular T32, where you get gun handling, but you have to sacrifice rate of fire for it. I'm going to go for a full aggression, full speed build, although with a tank like this, considering its alpha damage is so low, I think you'd do well to get away without using a gun rammer. So without further ado, let's get it on with the Tiger 2 Kuro. You know what, I'm kind of a little bit confused with that BT-42. I thought it was going to be absolutely horrendous, and I think it will be on maps where you have to be a pure scout, because the way that I set that vehicle up there was to focus fully on the gun handling and the firepower of the tank. And if you were to take a build like an exhaust, coated optics, binoculars, that kind of thing, you would have okay scouting capacity, but you'd be horrendous at the actual fighting. And I think with the BT-42, I think it should be played like a bit of a meme lord. And I think you might as well set the vehicle up for some firepower, right, to make use of that derpy Finnish gun, rather than focusing on being a scout. If you want to be a scout, go play a Leopard. You could play the Leopard, take the 5cm gun, the 50mm, and your gun wouldn't suck while also taking the scouting build. All right, well, it looks like there are quite a few weebs in this game. 7 out of the 30 vehicles are new Girls and Panzer, so let's get it on, right? Looks like everyone's playing their first game as well. Everybody's level 1, so that's going to be exciting. Oh, man. Tiger 2 Kuro. So, I mean, from Wargaming's perspective, this one is literally they just copy-paste the Captured Tiger, put it inside the German tech tree, give it some, like, cel-shaded paint job, and then change its statistics a little bit. Easy money, friends! Wow, Erika's quite aggressive. It's not like the original Girls and Panzer crew. I can't remember the name. Ichizumi or whatever her name is. That's very jarring. It's very jady. It jars the ears. I have to admit, I have a bit of earache from the anime girls. And I'm going to have to learn all their names so I can try and differentiate. We've got 3 different sets of girls now inside the game. I think that it's a little bit lame that Wargaming have copped out with this one, with Erica and her crew, that she's the only one that talks. But I don't know. I don't watch the anime, so maybe she's the only one that talks inside the anime for all we know. All right. You want your first shot? Nice. I guess she's going to be the only one who talks here. I presume. Behold this. Okay, can I get a word in? I think I can. Probably should use a durability device here. I think this guy's overmatching my tracks, which is a little irritating. Ooh. We knocked out his engine. Confirmed penetration, she says. What's this little tank doing? I'll go for that one instead. Oh. I need gold unless I pen here. He's got a knackered engine, so if I aim at the tracks, I should be able to get them here. Oh. Engine knackered, fuel tank's knackered. They're in a lot of trouble. We got him, girl. Oh, let's just load the gold and shoot at the side of the tank. That's... What? I must have got overmatched in my flaps again. It shows you really can't tilt this vehicle up in that way. Knocked out the engine again. That's going to take a long time. Engine repairs take a long time, so we should be able to get a... What? What? Must have a really good repair crew on that T150. Oh, to be fair, of course they do. Look, they're level 350 on the T150, so no wonder they're going to have such a good repair crew. They managed to get me there once. Let's just try and use my armor a little bit. This thing's gun handling and the accuracy is nice, but boy, does it... Oh. Even if we fully aimed, that's such impertinence. I like it. This girl's got sass. Talk about sass. We just lost our loader. We're getting our butt kicked by this gold. I'm not even sure if I should tilt the turret out here against the Tiger too. Oh, I think he missed. Don't know who it was though who missed. Whoa! Of course they're going to be firing gold. They just spent £50 to be able to buy all of their anime waifus inside the game. Who isn't going to spend £50 and then fire gold for their anime waifus, you know? That's the way it is, right? Oh, got a dead loader. In a lot of trouble. I can't take another hit. I can't take another hit. It's just Tiger versus Tiger combat with whoever pays and hits the shots wins, right? Not a bad tank, but yeah, a little unfortunate. A little unfortunate with our RNG here. I probably could have aimed a little bit better. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stop that Tiger 2 Kuro from having a go at us. So I guess I just need to wait. I should probably just fall back and try and assist the other flank. And then if they push, I can try and support them. I got to wait for my loader anyway. No intuition switching, QuickyBabs, to get away from these gold rounds that we're spamming right now because of the lack of intuition. I wonder if this T-52 is just going to be up here. If I wasn't firing gold, I'd probably just fire a few blind shots right now. Where would they be? Maybe here? Maybe there? We've got our loader coming back. So we're okay within that regard. Let's get the intuition switching going and get firing. This game's really close, actually. We're down by a couple thousand hit points, so we're going to have to watch out. I lost my hit points a little too frivolously there. I thought that this vehicle would be better at side scraping, but... What happened here is that they overmatched my vehicle. They fired up into my flaps a couple of times, and then the gold was just going through my turret. Okay, looks like the enemy team are actually trying to push now, so I need to try and create a crossfire for my friends. Got to go forwards for that. Easy. He hasn't seen me yet. Damn, this rate of fire is horrendous. Horrendous rate of fire. Ah, I get killed by the T-150. I've dishonored my school. How can I forgive myself? I must commit seppuku. One of the funny things about all of the girls in Panzer tanks is that after they get destroyed, as you can see, they raise a little white flag through the roof. So that is pretty cute. It's definitely one of the best features of the Panzer IV version of this vehicle, and it is one of the cool features of the Tiger II as well. So all in all, with the Tiger II Kuro, this vehicle, but if you've got a captured tiger already, I'd say the captured tiger is probably better with the rate of fire. I don't think this thing gains enough aim time and enough accuracy to justify the loss of that rate of fire. However, if you didn't get the captured king tiger, well, this is a good opportunity for you to be able to get one inside the classic German tech tree. It comes with a good crew. I think the voice acting is pretty good. And they've got kind of like 3 skills already assigned, and the Brothers in Arms will be a 0 skill, so a good opportunity for you to then put them in your other German tanks and then use them in this one. So in that last game, we finished number 1 on damage, number 2 on experience. The other 2 Tiger Kuros did well as well. Half decent players having half decent games. Okay, so all of you can get an idea of what the original Girls and Panzer crew sound like if you haven't heard them in a while. I won't play the Panzer for Anku. I'll put them in my good old E50M and we'll have a blast. I'm kind of looking forward to it with the voice acting as well. So my E50M, I'm famous for this tank, right? It was the tank that I called weak way back in the day. How funny is it, like, you type a million different things in Twitch chat and I'm trying to ping answers back and forth to like the hundreds of questions that I get every stream, and people's like, what do you think of the E50M? And I think E50M is weak. It became such a meme in itself. Little did I know that later on they would add field mods in, and suddenly like the E50M is strong. And I 3-marked this vehicle without a gun rammer, pretty much using the build that you see here, where I'm using a turbo with a Spowliner and a durability. This is just to be an all-aggressive build on this tank. It gives me the speed to be able to get where I need, and also can be quite fun from ramming and putting pressure on our opponents. So, this style, you know, I think I'm going to have to cover it up with the STB1 right there. I don't even know what Wargaming are doing, but that's fine. Panzer IV. Indeed, she's not saying Panzer IV at the start of the battle. It's Panzer IV as in like go forwards. Is it me, or is she way louder than all of the others? I've got a funny feeling that when Wargaming introduce new voice acting, that it's always a little too quiet, but for some reason this one's just incredibly loud. I haven't adjusted any of the settings between the games. Okay, so when I'm playing on Erlenberg Assault, I like to assault. That's what I like to do. I like to take the fight to the enemy team. And so I'm going to go and do a little bit of a hero push. I'm going to try and make my way into the dip and see if it works out for me. It might not, though. 2,400 hit points on an E50M. Is that Batchat going to be reloaded? He is. I should be able to handle him in here, though. So one of the most important things here is to not go up on the side unless you've got like 10 degrees of gun depression. You just come around this part and miss, because of course you're not taking vents or a gun ram or anything, scrubby baby. No gun handling here. Literally just full derpy build. I got to try and punish that Batchat though, because he could all in me down here. It would help if I didn't shoot him in angled armor, that's for sure. This Object 140 is in a pretty good position. Should I just go for heat on this guy? I would have penned both of those shells if I'd fired heat, because I would have been able to fire at the upper hull of that tank and not wait for him to have his side. I should be able to expose myself and kill the Batchat here, though. There we go. Good job, Mihu. Yep. The track's damaged. I know she'll have to repair it afterwards. You know what? Sorry, I'll just load the gold then and I'll just shoot. Like, that's what Wargaming wants from me, right? It did. Good. I can't believe I'm going to be able to learn my Japanese now. Welcome to Girls and Panzer. Oh no, Hannah. I have to admit, that subtitles mod is pretty cool. I really like that. That's a funky mod. I would totally recommend if any of you are going to pony up the money that you get that on the WG mod store. It should just really be like a default in the game when you think about it, but maybe Wargaming will make it a default in the game. It's pretty cool. It does open up a lot of possibilities for having subtitles for all of the crew voices inside the game. You know, maybe QB Commander should have subtitles, you know? Oh, Mr. Type 71, take that. Take that. Take this, take that, take all of it. Man, that tank is so horrible. Type 71, just absolutely horrendous tank. Absolutely horrendous tank. I wouldn't wish that tank on my worst enemy. Oof. Good old E50M, but you know what? I haven't had a chance to ram anything in the E50M. Now, there is an opportunity to kind of like go along here in like a submarine mode, but I can tell you, I could probably do it most times in a tall tank like this, especially with the engine power. But I'm not sure I could take drowning myself today after I just got robbed by Wargaming. I might get robbed by the Jaegeru now, though, for 1,000 hit points. We'll see. No, I'm actually okay. That's good. All right, M5Y, it's on. Let's do this. Let's do this, buddy. Oh, my lord, is a Grill Friends come across. Grill Friends angry that I'm playing with this new Girls and Panzer crew. The girlfriend's angry that I spent £50 on Girls and Panzer. Who am I joking? What am I kidding? What am I kidding about? Nobody who spends £50 on Girls and Panzer has to... I'm not gonna go there. No, QB! Major offending? No, yeah. No, we all have wives, right? Yes. Well, at least wives inside World of Tanks. I've managed to hit, but we failed to pen. Yeah, that's good. How about you? Oh, it was not my day for the Girls and Panzer. Not my day for the Girls and Panzer. Good shots by the M5Y. Good shot by the Gorilla. I have no idea how my E50M armor didn't even hold up. I would blame the tank. I mean, it is a weak tank after all, right? But I think realistically, I just probably wasn't too focused on this casual Thursday afternoon. Well, robbed by Wargaming and robbed by RNG, I guess. That was a clean shot, sure. What? Right through the turret front? Come on. Okay, that's fair. Right through the turret side. That's fair. That is pretty close to going off the upper hull. Robbed through the turret front. I don't know, man. That's it. I'm done today. It got absolutely robbed with RNG. Robbed by Wargaming. All jokes aside, though. I can say that I got robbed, but I chose to spend this money, and I probably would. Do you know why? Because, honestly, this is probably one of the coolest collaborations / content that Wargaming have put in. And while I would never recommend somebody spends £19 to get a tier 5 premium tank that isn't very good inside the game, or another tier 5 premium tank that isn't very good inside the game, or even a tier 7 heavy tank that it's okay. It's okay inside the game. You know what? Considering these aren't overpowered vehicles, and it's clear that Wargaming and Girls and Panzer have put a lot of effort and a lot of love into this collaboration, I think this is probably some of the most effort worthwhile content that has been put in. And whether you like or you hate the voice acting for all of the different characters, or whether you think it's a bit creepy that 16-year-old girls are being put into your garage, hey, that's the beautiful thing about life. If you don't like it, don't buy it. And if you do, well, it's going to be available for the next couple of weeks. Anyway, ladies and gents, boys and girls, that was me getting robbed twice over. Once by Wargaming, secondly by RNG inside the game. Nevertheless, I really hope you enjoyed this casual video today, just to give you an idea of what all of the Girls and Panzer content is all about. If you enjoyed the video and you appreciated me getting robbed for your benefit, then make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And make sure you let me know in the comments what you think about this collaboration. Do you think it's super cringe, or do you think it's super cringe but also cool at the same time? Do you think it's just horrendous and you think it ruins the game? Or are you racing to get your wallet out to throw it at the Wargaming Premium Store as quickly as you can? And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.